The first commandment, you shall have no other gods before me. The first commandment states, you shall have no other gods before me. This means, I, the Lord your God, am the only true God you should serve. I brought you out of Egypt, out of the house of slavery. Through the Exodus, I have revealed myself to you. Now you must never serve any other god. This is an extraordinary declaration. It is like a prince on a white horse, telling a poor girl, you must not look at any other man but me. God demonstrated his love for Israel through the Exodus and their journey in the wilderness. Yet Israel responded by turning away from him, much like a poor girl, ignoring the prince, and instead giving her heart to worthless men. Many assume they obey this commandment, simply because they have never bowed to an idol. However, this understanding is deeply flawed. In reality, the first commandment is the one most frequently broken. People often fail to recognize what other gods actually are. At first glance, this commandment might seem as though God is demanding recognition out of pride. However, the truth is quite the opposite. Instead, we should be saying, how could I ever place another god before the Lord? Even if it costs me my life, I will never serve another god. Yet, our reality is far from this. We live as if we are manufacturers of other gods, filling our hearts with idols while remaining blind to their presence. This is the root of our spiritual downfall. Since there is no real God besides the one true God, why did he command, you shall have no other gods before me? The answer lies in our tendency to exalt things as gods, even when they are not divine. Jesus addressed God as his Father, the only true God. The first commandment, then, is a call to recognize, I alone am the true God. You must not regard anything else as divine. Each of the 8 billion people on this planet has a throne in their heart that rightfully belongs to God. However, most of us displace him with other things: money, career, relationships, success. When we elevate these things above God, we worship them as other gods. True obedience to the first commandment means allowing God to sit at the center of our hearts and recognizing him as the sole source of our existence, peace, and joy. Anything that takes God's place in our lives is an idol. We must guard our hearts and ensure that only he holds the throne.